black SUV, and that semi did flip it on when you went out around him, okay? Yeah, you got your lights handy, you got that? John, there's that. You any question on that? Just go on. Okay.
All right, cool.
You guys have a safe trip back, okay? Good question. Do you have time for a couple quick questions?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you guys have anything illegal in the car?
I swear to God we don't.
Okay, did you get any drugs?
No drugs.
Nothing. Any knives, guns, any large amounts of U.S. currency?
Absolutely not.
Nothing in there. Can I search the car?
I mean, I don't see any reason to. I'm not going to.
Okay, I'm just asking if I can.
Yeah, no.
No, okay. Hey, I've got a canine dog just over the top of the hill. Looks like come on. Can I just call him? Want to wait? I call him and just run a dog around it real quick?
I mean, I prefer to be on my way, but I mean, I'm telling you the truth. There's nothing in the car.
Okay. I'm just asking you if you want to wait for me to run a dog around.
I mean, I don't really want to, but you know, I mean.
I'd like to.
I mean, do I have the right to say no to that?
You do.
Okay, well, I prefer to be on my way.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Hey, John, you seem like you were really nervous.
I've been drinking very high-energy coffee to stay awake.
Okay, but I've seen your pulse run in here and your stomach run in here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to be sitting here real quick. I'm going to call the dog. We're going to run the dog. The dog doesn't indicate. We're going to discount him.
There's slight inconsistencies in the story there.
He harassed me about everything.
They got our phones now too, so they're gonna get our locations out of it, unfortunately.
I wouldn't talk in here.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't talk in here.
The police just FK'd my life. Alabamians outraged as civil asset forfeitures soar. Tyler Durden's picture. By Tyler Durden. October 20th, 2017, 11:20 p.m. The morning of June 29th, 2010, began much like any other day for Frank Rainelli, the owner of FAR Computers in Ensley, Alabama. Rainelli, who had owned his computer repair business just outside of Birmingham for more than 2 decades, was doing some paperwork in his windowless office when he heard loud banging on the front door. Within a matter of moments, Rainelli was placed under arrest and all of the computer equipment in his store, much of which belonged to customers, had been confiscated by Alabama police never to be returned. Per AL.com. Within moments, a Homewood police sergeant had declared a room full of customers' computers, merchandise, and other items stolen goods, Rainelli recalled. He ordered his officers to arrest them all, according to Rainelli, who was cuffed and taken to the Homewood jail along with 2 of his shop employees. The police proceeded to confiscate more than 130 computers, most of which were customers' units waiting to be repaired, though some were for sale, as well as the company's business servers and workstations and even receipts and checkbooks. Here I was, a man, owned this business, been coming to work every day like a good old guy for 23 years, and I show up at work that morning. I was in here doing my books from the day before, and the police just FK'd my life, he said. Nothing ever came of the case. The single charge levied against Rainelli of receiving stolen goods was dismissed after he demonstrated that he had followed proper protocol in purchasing the sole laptop computer he was accused of receiving illegally. That said, despite no official charges and no jury trial, Rainelli has been trying, to no avail, for nearly 7 years now to recover the items the officers took from his business. Rick Hightower had a similar experience with Alabama police when he was a student at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. After being arrested for lewd behavior at a college party in 2008, Hightower says police raided his apartment and confiscated as much as $200,000 worth of musical instruments and other property. Despite never being charged with stealing the property, Hightower says police have refused to return any of the confiscated items. On April 13, 2008, he was arrested and initially charged with lewd behavior after police said he was caught exposing himself at Samford University in Birmingham, According to court filings, Hightower, who has a fairly extensive rap sheet, was ultimately convicted of indecent exposure and resisting arrest in connection with that incident. 5 days after his arrest, officers with the Homewood and UAB police departments raided Hightower's apartment, executing a warrant to search for files, cameras, and any other evidence related to the incident at Samford. They also decided to seize a large amount of property believed to be stolen, including musical instruments, electronics, and other items, according to a UAB Police Department report on the search. As such, Hightower was charged with receiving stolen property. He was never charged with stealing any of the other items that were seized from his apartment, and was not convicted of stealing the English horn, as he provided a receipt that showed that he had purchased the item from a thrift store. And yet the Homewood Police Department, which stored and ostensibly continues to store the items seized in the raid, did not return the horn or any other items to Hightower. More than 9 years later, he has yet to even lay eyes on any of the possessions that were taken from him. Unfortunately, the raids on Rainelli's business and Hightower's apartment are not isolated incidents. They are just a couple of many similar cases that have taken place in Alabama and across the U.S. in recent years, according to Joseph Tully, a California criminal lawyer with expertise in civil asset forfeitures. Long used in major criminal busts as a means to confiscate money and possessions obtained by illegal means, civil asset forfeiture impacts thousands of Americans each year and has become the subject of intense national and local scrutiny over the past decade. The ability of law enforcement agencies to use such tactics to take people's assets and property almost at will lends itself to abuse, Tully, who describes cases like Rainelli's as theft, said. It's really hard to fight the system. If it was a private citizen who stole your things, you could go get your things, or in the olden days you could get your shotgun and pay the thief a visit and say, "Give me my stuff back." But you can't do that in this case because it's the police. In fiscal year 2016, law enforcement agencies in Alabama seized more than $2.2 million worth of assets that represent the proceeds of, or were used to facilitate federal crimes, according to its annual report to Congress. In fiscal 2014, the total value of such assets seized by law enforcement in the state was more than $4.9 million. That recent drop is the local manifestation of a nationwide reduction in the use of civil asset forfeiture as public awareness and outcry over its widespread use has grown in recent years, according to experts. The tactic is still regularly deployed, impacting dozens of Alabamians each year. But the tide is turning. 14 states, from New Mexico to Connecticut, have passed laws in recent years to stop police from seizing property absent a criminal conviction. The pendulum is starting to swing, but I wouldn't say that it has been swinging back the other way for too long, Tully said. State and local governments are starting to act. Law enforcement officers are coming around a bit and there's a little bit of a curb in police doing whatever they want. And on Tuesday, U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions issued a memo directing a deputy to establish a unit aimed at ensuring there are no abuses of a federal policy reinstated by Sessions in July to help state and local law enforcement agencies seize accused criminals' property. Alabama's laws, however, still provide the state's citizens with few protections from the practices, earning the state a D for its civil asset forfeiture laws in a November 2015 report by the Institute for Justice, a Virginia nonprofit advocacy law firm. Alabama laws stack the deck against victims of asset forfeiture by establishing a low bar to forfeit and not requiring a conviction to do so, offering limited protections for innocent third-party property owners, and letting 100% of forfeiture proceeds go to law enforcement, the report stated. The irony here, of course, is that we live in a country where the police can show up to any regular Joe's apartment on any given day and legally confiscate all of his stuff, but James Comey couldn't even manage to interview a material witness in the Hillary email investigation without first granting them an immunity deal. Seems fair.
Need a car? Don't forget to stop by carmarshal.com where you can scout through over 100,000 new and used car vehicles. Take a look around. Get you a new affordable car. CarMarshal.com.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I found that I had to make a change this ending on my videos, letting you know about the channel and fair use laws, you know, how we can report on other people's reporting and how it's good, how it's bad, etc. But you guys can look it up yourself. It is legal. It's in there. But like I've told you before, that I've been cut off from making money on YouTube for 4 years. It's really weird, bizarre, but they cut the money off, but they said you can keep the channel, and now YouTube makes all the money. And if you get bored, plug it into Social Blade website, and you'll see that they are making a huge amount off the site. Right now it's at 63 million views, 53,000 subscribers, almost 3 million views a month. You know, trying to wake people up, and I make nothing. In fact, I got a customer that's ex-congressman. He said if I could ever find a lawyer, sue YouTube on it. But because this is nuts, 4 hours a day, and to save America, you know. But at the same time, it's worth it. Look at what our founding fathers did. They died for this country. So but getting back to the money part, this is why I'm redoing the video. Is my dream of everyone giving $1, and it's going to be $53,000 a year, or if they did Patreon, which you know, can be monthly. That is not working. That'd be great if it did. Nothing is perfect. And I appreciate the people that do donate, you know, what they can on PayPal. And there again, I'm letting you guys know that is not much. It is, you know, monthly is, oh my god. So anyways, yes, you cannot live on it. It's very, very, very low amount. But the dollar things, I do appreciate that. But when I first said everybody give $1, that's not working. I'm just letting you guys know it's, yeah, that's that dream. Everybody gives $1. 53,000 subscribers, it's not working. So yes, if you can give more than that, you know, I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I'm in a unique situation where, you know what, we're already debt free, and I'm not rich, but with the little business that we have, I am able to do what I am able to do 45 hours a day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on. In 4 years, I've did the whole thing myself. 12,000 videos on there. I literally get emails where people are like, holy crap, I never knew it was this bad. And it is this bad, and it's getting worse every day because we have the internet, we have cell phones, we have cameras everywhere now, and it's just disgusting what's going on. And then, as you guys know too, now we got Trump, we got Jeff Sessions doing a war on drugs, and now he wants to go after the forfeiture laws again. It's just unfreaking real. So if you can give more than that dream of everybody giving $1, it's, yeah, that old video, that's not working. They're not, they're just not. So anyways, if you can give more than that dream is not working. Hardly anybody is giving. There you go. So that's why I'm remaking the video. If you can give more than that, that would be great. And there again, like I said, the Patreon's there. There is some people on there that are starting to give, but there again, it's very, very low. And like I said, I don't want to get rich off of that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because, you know, it's still so stinking corrupt. It's not even funny. My court case that I'm going to be paying out of my pocket myself with Charlotte County's coming up. They illegally looked me up and then posted all my information on LEOAFFAIRS website. They basically doxed me, however you want to say that. I forget what the word is, and they outed me, man. And that information on that site went out to 500 sheriffs, deputies, people that work at the jail, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, it is very, very scary, but we're going to do a federal case, 1983 case, violating freedom of speech. We have 17 cameras in the house now. We got 2 cameras in the car. I always carry a camera plus a cell phone. A lot of people are highly recommending I get a vest now. If I could, if the wife would let me, I would run for sheriff. We are trying to push the thing nationwide right now, where just to mix it up and to get the topics out there is register to run for sheriff NPA, no party affiliation, as a write-in, and that is completely free, and you can participate in the elections. And there's a lot of stuff. We got a guy, James McLinnis in Pinellas County, Tampa, who almost won. He experienced the corruption himself. The story is unbelievable. Look him up. It's mind-blowing what they did. It pissed him off. He is very, very smart. He has way more money than I did. He ran for sheriff at the last 3 months last year in 2016 and almost won. He got all of the black vote. And the reason why he did that is because he ran on, I will not bust, we're in Florida, I will not bust anybody for weed anymore unless it's an ungodly huge amount, like pounds. And then he also ran on no more victimless crimes, no more of this freaking road pirate bull crap. And then he was going to cut the budget by 30%. And when you think about that, you can. If you stop the road pirates, you can get rid of a bunch of people. Gone. So, the wife has been saying, yes, I can, yes, I can't. So I don't know. We're trying to find somebody that can do it because I am busy doing this anyways. But, so I'm making a video, like I said, that $1 a month from everybody, you know, for 53,000 subscribers, that is not working. I'm just letting you guys know. Absolutely give way more than $1 a month. If you can, I appreciate anything. By the way, remember too, when you give that, PayPal takes like freaking 15 to 20%, so it's even worse than that. But, and there again, like I'm letting you guys know, it's way, what I get is very, very low. Appreciate it, but it is very, very low. Can't live on it. I'm just, you know, I'm working, and that's what I'm working on. And that court case is going to cost a buttload of money. That's federal court. Just the filing fees and the depositions that we're going to be doing with this corrupt cop. So there's another reason to give. We are going to be doing a deposition with this very corrupt. He was in a drug squad. He is a bad guy. He's on steroids. We heard steroids are rampant here. That's why their attitude is so bad. And we are going to get him on video, and it will be on YouTube. So that case alone is $5,000 just to bring it to court, and that's my money out of my pocket. So there's another reason to give, and give way more than $1 if you can. So keep that in mind. This is the new video, and I see, God, I talk a lot. It's already 7 minutes, but had to make it just to let you know that $1 a month from everybody is not working. They're not doing it. So if you can give more than that, please. So thanks. Keep it up. Share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, send me your videos on corruption, and I'll post it.